Welcome you back in the Leaders Odyssey online homeschooling system. Again, it's week 23rd, subject Computer Science, grade 6, module 5, analyzing data, task 2, functions. In the previous class, you have learned about functions, count, today, now. The remaining objectives are concatenate function and len function of Microsoft Excel. Before going towards the concatenate function, I would like to have revision or recap of the now function. Then we will move towards our remaining objective. As you remember that now is identical with today function of Microsoft Excel that was used to return the computer's date, but now is used to return the time as well as the date of your computer system. You follow the same steps, but the only change that you will keep in the formula or in the function, that is, instead of today you will write now. The rest are the same. Keep in mind that in some countries the date is displayed different, so if you see any different format, don't worry about that. We will watch a small video of now function as a revision, then later we will continue with our remaining objectives.
Now function in Excel. There are many date and time functions in Excel, and now function is one of the most commonly used date and time function, which is usually used to return the current date and time to a worksheet by reading the computer's serial date. It returns the serial number of the current date and time and automatically changes the cell format from general to date and time format as per regional setting is set on your system. Like today function, this function also takes no argument at all, but the empty parentheses are required, and it is a volatile function, which means it gets recalculated whenever Excel calculates. It is good, but on the other side it may slow down your work as well if you are working on large amount of data. However, you can change the calculation settings if you don't want function to be updated or calculated every time when Excel recalculates. Anyway, we go to Excel worksheet and we enter now function in cell B9 preceded by an equal to sign, and then hit tab 2 to complete. As we mentioned earlier, this function does not take any argument but requires parenthesis to print the current date and time. So we close the parenthesis and hit enter. The moment we hit enter, we get current date and time according to the system's date and time. You may easily change the date and time format of the cell if you don't like the default date and time format, or in case the cell is pre-formatted to display any other format than that, simply go to format cells, custom, and here you can choose the format according to the requirement. Alright, escape. In the next example, we will ask function to return 6 hours ago date and time. So we enter now function in cell B10 and hit tab 2 to complete, and then close the parenthesis. After that, we put minus sign and then we enter 0.25, which represent the time 6 hours. As we know that in Excel, times are stored as decimals between 0 and 1, which represent the proportion of the day. Or you can also enter the time calculation formula, which is 1 divided by 24 multiply with number of hours you need, and as we need 6 hours to subtract here, so we type 6 in the parenthesis and hit enter. As soon as we hit enter, function returns with 6 hours ago date and time in cell B10. Similarly, we can ask function to return 12 hours ago date and time by changing the subtract value in the cell. So we type 12 here and then hit enter. In the next example, we will ask function to return with 7 days and 15 hours future date and time in cell B12. So we enter now function and we open and close the parenthesis, and then we add 7 and again we enter plus sign and then open the parenthesis and type the time calculation formula to get 15 hours to be added. So we type 1 divided by 24 multiply by 15 and close the parenthesis and hit enter. As soon as we hit enter, function returns with 7 days 15 hours future date and times from now. Likewise, you can play with this function and can add or subtract the dates and time as per the requirement. But in case you are looking for static date and time entries in a worksheet which should not change when any change is made to the worksheet, you can use the keyboard shortcut Control semicolon to return the current date and Control plus Shift plus colon to get the current time. Well, this is how you can use now function.
Okay, dear students, now you have learned count function, today function and now function. This is concatenate function. What is concatenate function? Let me tell you one thing. You can add or multiply numbers, but what can you do with text? If you try to add cells that contains text, you will get the result this one. Your result will be these if you will try to combine the text cells. Then what to do? At that time we use concatenate function. Use the concatenate function to combine two or more text cells. If you try to add cells containing text, you will get the result this one. But instead of that, instead of this error message, this is an error message that Microsoft Excel uses to tell you that you cannot calculate cells with the text. The cells that contains text, you cannot calculate that. You have to use the concatenate function to combine two or more text cells. For example, if you have a column with the name of first name and the second column with the name of last name, then you want like Sarah Ali. First name is Sarah, last name is Ali. If you want to combine them together in another cell, in the third cell, in cell number, in cell C, then what you do? You use the concatenate function to combine Sarah with Ali in the cell C1. Let's see practically.
Hello and welcome back to the Excel tip videos. Today in this video, we will explain you how to use the concatenate function in Microsoft Excel. Microsoft Excel concatenate function is a text function which used to join two or more text strings from different cells in a same cell. In Excel 2007 and later versions, you can take up to 255 text arguments. However, in Excel 2003, function only accepts up to 30 text arguments. So here we have some sample data in this Excel worksheet. Now we'll start with the equal sign here in cell D8 followed by the function name, and then we hit tab to auto complete the function. As we talked earlier, concatenate function takes 255 arguments where the first argument is necessary to enter and the rest are optional. The argument can be a string, number or any cell reference. So now we select A8 in the first argument, then we put comma, then select B8 and comma, then we select C8, and now we'll close the parenthesis and we hit enter. It gives us hello good morning, but wait, this does not have any space in between them. It is because concatenate will combine exactly what you tell it to combine. If we want any punctuation, space or any special character or symbol there, we'll need to tell function to include it. So to add space, we'll simply go into the edit mode, and then after first argument, we have to add another argument which is going to be a single space but in between the quotation marks. So we'll enter single space in the quotation mark, comma, and now we'll do the same thing after the second string, single space in quotation mark, and now we hit enter, and here we go. Now the function returns hello good morning with the required spaces in between. As we have seen just now that how we can introduce space in the function. Now let's have division slash symbol. So we have text string drive car at in A9, 80 miles in B9 and hour in C9. So we enter concatenate function in D9, then we select A9, comma, then we'll introduce space after that, and then we select B9, and now we have to introduce division slash symbol. So To add that, as we introduce space, so here after first quotation mark we'll insert division slash symbol in the quotation mark. Now we select last argument and close the parenthesis and hit enter, and the function returns drive car at 80 miles per hour. But what happens when we add any text along with the date from another cell in a string? So when we do that, let's say we select A10 here, then we introduce space, then P10 space, and now the function would always return as number along with the text, because date and time in Excel are represented by numbers and it displayed as date and time because of cell formatting. Therefore, when date or time is added to the concatenate function, the underlying number value is displayed in the result. So this is how we can use the concatenate function in different ways. We hope you found this lesson informative. We shall meet again in our next lesson. Till then, happy learning and have a nice day.
Well, dear students, now you have reached to the last objective of our today's lesson, that is len, L-E-N, len. What is len function? It is another function of Microsoft Excel that returns the number of characters in a text cell. Let's say someone asks you how many letters your name has. An easy way to find it, then you use for that len function. But you see that the number of letters in your name, that is very easy to count down. For example, there is Saira Batul, Saira. How many words are there? It will be counted very easily. Microsoft Excel is mostly used for difficult situation, complicated situation. Here I am giving just an example so that the len function should be very much clear to you, that it is used to calculate, count down the length of a word. Len function, it is used to count down the length of a word, the number of characters or the number of letters of text cell.
How to use len function in Microsoft Excel. Hello everyone, welcome to Excel 10 tutorial. In this function explained video series, I'm going to explain what is the len function, what are the parameters of len function, how and why you should use a len function. Okay, let's get started. The function len, L-E-N, len function is for the length. Okay, so whenever you need to count the character of a sentence or of a data range or of a certain cell, you are going to use the len function. Okay, so remember, len is for the length. Okay, so the best way I think to learn a function is to apply it, and in this tutorial I'm going to apply the len function, and while I'm applying the len function I will explain you how you can use it and what are the parameters and what is the best way of using it. Okay, let's get started. So we are going to write our function here, which is len, L-E-N, and you can see we have the function here, and in the tooltip we have here returns the number of character in a text string. Okay, so if we turn the first parenthesis, there are only one parameter for len function, is the text. It is created to count the character number of any text string. Okay, so the first is len, and if we open parenthesis, the first parameter is text. We can write any text here, or we can select a cell to count the text. Okay, so we are selecting cell A1, and if I close parenthesis and if I press enter, it's going to count the number of character of the string in this cell. And remember, len always calculates space as a character, just like left function or right function that I have already showed you. Hope you have watched that video. And if I press enter, you can see it has 12 characters. And if I drag the function for autofill, and you can see it simply counted the number of character of these data ranges. Okay, so the last one is 5 because 1 2, and we have a point here or decimal here 3 5. So these are the two numbers, and 1 is the decimal point. That means 5 characters. Okay, and here we have 10 characters, 1 to 0, and in between we have 9 spaces. That's why we have 19 characters. That means len always calculate with characters and any symbol within it. Okay, so len function has been explained. Hope you understand it, and if you like this video series where I'm going to explain all the function in Excel, if you like this series, please let me know I will explain more function for you, and if you need any specific function to be explained, or if you need to understand any specific function, let me know and I will explain it to you how it works. And please subscribe to the channel for future videos. Thank you. Thanks for watching. See you in the next tutorial. And if you can, please support the channel through Patreon. Thanks for watching. Thank you.